for joining us. I'm Rasha Goel with the Hollywood Critics Association, and today I'm talking to the cast of Mr. Malcolm's List. Freida, such a pleasure to see you, and Sope, great to meet you. It was so refreshing to see you both as the leads of this film, especially as an Indian woman growing up. I've not seen a South Asian lead for this type of period piece. Freida, I'm going to start off with you. What resonated with you on this script that you came on board as an actress and as an executive producer?
What resonated with me at first was definitely the director's vision for this. She was inspired by Hamilton, and Hamilton really kind of broke ground in a very different way, in a way that none of us even expected, and it really changed the way we talk about art and representation. And she had this idea for this romantic comedy where people who fall in love with each other are not really decided or not invited to the table based on the color of their skin. You know, they're just invited because Sope was the right person to play Mr. Malcolm, and I was the right person to play Selena, and Julia and Zabi was the right person to play Julia, et cetera, et cetera. And so it just kind of felt to me in many ways that the time is now to kind of start feeling normal and not feeling like there's only some things that we can get invited to, and some things you're just kind of left watching other people do it over and over again and tell just their version of it. So that invitation felt real and felt palpable, and then to add to that, I've always fantasized about being in a period film. You know, wearing the corsets, the costumes, the hats, the bonnets, all of the fantastic stuff, but also the mannerisms. There's something so romantic about it, and the language as well. So for me, it was a combination of all of these elements, and then of course the wonderful team that she assembled together, cast and crew.
And Sope, how easy was it for you to embody Malcolm? Because I understand Emma, after a few minutes of casting, she knew you were her Malcolm.
I'm so grateful and blessed that that's how she felt. But I suppose my journey into the character itself was not as straightforward as, you've spoken on. Because, like you said, because we didn't see people that looked like us in these roles whilst we were growing up, it was really difficult for me to imagine myself in this role, you know? I really had to sort of battle with some internal demons and self-doubt as to whether or not I was equipped to do this role. I may have like articulated that in terms of like, is my voice good enough, or can I carry myself like that? And it was really just a disbelief that I was being given the opportunity as a black man, as a black actor, to lead a romantic comedy film set in this period. I'd done period pieces before, but they were all of those characters had there was colonialism and whiteness was such a massive factor in their presence in those pieces. Whereas in Malcolm's List, it isn't, you know, and it was so freeing once I was able to get over the self-doubt that was crippling me at the beginning of the production period. But yeah, Emma's vision, which was then shared by other productions, I hope is starting a conversation that won't be shut down anytime soon. Hopefully, as Freida said, it's not a trend. It's a changing of the atmosphere.
Absolutely. I have only 30 seconds left, so I'm going to say thank you so much for your vulnerability. If either one of you had your own personal Malcolm's List, what's one quality that needs to be on that list? Freida?
Needs to be able to cook amazing food for me all the time.
And Sope, for you?
Needs to be able to eat my amazing food all the time.
Oh, are you saying you
Again, thank you both, and thank you for being vulnerable and sharing how you felt for this conversation. And best wishes. Really enjoyed the film and seeing you both on it.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. See you later.
Nice to see you too. Bye-bye.